Hey, English learners, if you are at beginner level, maybe you have just started your journey, lower intermediate level, or if you are at intermediate level. So this video is going to help you in more than one ways, okay? This video can even help you if you are at upper intermediate level and at advanced level, but I will tell you how, okay? After having conversation with everyone, beginner, intermediate and advanced people, I have encountered one thing, that you all get stuck at some extent when you have conversation with someone. I have noticed what happens with beginners. They just talk very little, like this is my name, that's what I do, and then they are stuck. Same I have seen with intermediate level. At some extent they get stuck. And same I have seen with advanced people. By the way, for advanced people, I would say, yeah, chances are rare that they stuck, but still at some extent they get stuck. So why it happens? Sometimes you already know that what I have to say, but still you stuck because of whatsoever reason. And sometimes you don't know actually. There is nothing in your mind that what you have to say next, right? Over the years, after talking with a lot of people, with beginner, intermediate and advanced people, I have come across very common 30 questions and their answers which you can give in different ways. And yes, not just 30. I have come across many questions, by the way, but I would love to provide you these questions in the next video. But in this video, I am going to provide 30 questions and their answers. And these 30 questions are gonna help you. It doesn't matter if you are at beginner level, intermediate level or at advanced level, alright? These 30 questions are gonna help you in your conversation, so you will not stuck while having conversation with someone. So I have categorized these video, you can say, in 3 parts, alright? So first 10 questions are gonna be very basic questions, and I would prefer these questions. These questions are gonna be for those people who are at their beginner level. So if you prepare these 10 questions, you are not going to stuck while having conversation with someone, alright? Next 10 questions, I would say, can be for some people. Beginners can also use and intermediate people can also use. These are kind of little open-minded questions where you will not give your answer in 1 word or 2 word, but little bit more you have to elaborate, right? Then there is third category. There is third part where I have mentioned some very open-minded questions where no, 2 words will not work, 2 sentences will not work. You have to elaborate your answer. So if you prepare in your mind, okay, so you are not going to stuck while having conversation with anyone. Yeah, it might be counterintuitive for you right now that seriously preparation, now I'm gonna do preparation, but listen to me. When you were in your school, you used to do preparation for good grades, right? When you were in your college, yes, you used to do preparation. When you enter in your a life where you have to go for job, you do preparation, right? Why not for this beautiful language? Do preparation if you really want good grades, I mean fluency. So I'm going to start with set number 1 or part 1, okay, and that will be very basic questions, but you have to understand one thing. Even though you know the answers of these very basic questions, but you don't speak, right? So I want you to know these questions and the answers of these questions and try to be confident while giving your answers, all right? So without wasting your precious time, let's directly dive into the first part of this video. So let's just start with question number 1, and very basic question, okay? And that is, hi, hello, and how are you, and what's up? Okay, simply they just ask in this combination, hi, how are you, or what's up, right? So we just get stuck. Mostly, even though you are at beginner level, but you stuck when they ask what's up, right? So simply, the answer of this question is very simple, and let me tell you. If someone asks simply, hey, how are you, what's up? So you can answer in more than one ways, okay? You can say, yes, I am fine. Yes, everything is going well. Yeah, everything is great. But don't just stop here. After that, just ask question from your side. You can simply ask, okay, and what's going on there? Or you can say, and what about you? Okay, or you can say, and please tell about yourself. Second, very basic question they ask, where you from? Where do you live, right? So you can answer in two or more ways, right? Let's suppose first case can be that you are just living wherever you have taken birth, right? Second case can be that basically you live somewhere else, but for now you are living somewhere else because of whatsoever reason. It can be job or something, right? Third case can be which you do not need to mention, by the way. That is something that you used to live somewhere, but now you transferred somewhere else, so you do not need to mention that one. Okay, so now how you are going to give answer, it's totally up to you. If you want to really make it personal, so you can just tell them a state, or you can tell them your city, right? So simply, as you can see, let's suppose you are just living, okay, at the very same place, you have not changed your place, so you can say, yeah, I am from Uttarakhand. Okay, and if you really want to elaborate it more little bit, you can mention your city and all, right? You can elaborate like, yeah, in Uttarakhand I live here. Okay, if you really don't want to make it more secure, you can mention another one. You can say in this way, let's suppose basically you live somewhere else, but because of whatsoever reason you have transferred from that place. Okay, so you can answer simply in this way that, yeah, basically I live in Tamil, but currently I am living in Mumbai, or I am living in Chennai because of job purpose and all. Okay, you can answer in this way. So now third question, they simply ask about what do you do? Are you a working profession? They can ask in this way that, what do you do, by the way? Sometimes they ask like, what are you doing? So we just get confused little bit that, are you asking right now what I'm doing? Okay, so they can ask in like 3 to 4 ways. First, they can ask, what do you do? Secondly, what you are doing? Third, are you a working profession? And they can ask, are you a student? Are you studying somewhere? Okay, or are you working somewhere? In this way, they can ask in any way, right? So you can also have some answers. So you can give them in different way as per your profession or as per your studies or whatever you are doing, right? Simply, how you will give answer? If you are a wife, like, okay, you are not working somewhere, simply you can say, yeah, I am a homemaker. Okay, simply you can say, yes, I am a homemaker. And you can say, I'm a housewife. Okay, if you are working somewhere, simply you can tell, you do not need to mention that, yeah, I am married or not married, that's totally up to you. Okay, but still you work somewhere, so you can just tell, yeah, I'm a working profession. Okay, yeah, I do job, and then you can mention where you work, right? That, yes, I do job in this company, or yes, I work in this company. Okay, and you can tell your work also if you are interested, if you really want to elaborate it more. Okay, by the way, I can understand, because of security purpose, okay, that we don't mention that much, but I would say try to elaborate as much as you can. In this way, you are getting chance to speak more. Okay, so simply you can tell, yes, I'm a working profession, I work in this company, and that's my work. Okay, you can tell in this way. Third way, if you are studying, simply you can tell that, yeah, I'm pursuing my MBA. If you are a person who have completed studies and not doing any job but seeking for job, okay, then you can say, yes, I have completed my this whatever you have completed. Now I am looking for a better job. Now I am seeking for a new job. Or you can, if you really want to elaborate it more, you can even mention your interest, that yes, I'm seeking for a job in this company. Yes, I'm seeking for a job in this field, right? Here you are not going to stop. Now it's your chance to throw another question. So now you will ask, okay, by the way, what do you do? Are you a working profession or you are studying? Okay. Fourth question can be that they can ask about your family. Okay, that do you live with your family, or how many members are there in your family? They can ask in this way. So if you are comfortable, right? But I would say, yeah, you can tell. So simply you can tell, yes, I live with my mother and father. Okay, another one you can simply tell in this way. Okay, if you just live alone, you can tell. But if not, then simply you can tell, yes, I live with my family. I live with my mother, father, and with my siblings. Because if you don't want to mention that I have elder brother, elder sister, younger brother, younger sister, if you really don't want to go that dive, if you really don't want to dive that deeper, simply you can tell, yeah, I live with my siblings. Okay, and then you can complete, and then you can ask about their family. Okay, and what about your family? I'm excited to know about your family. Okay, so now fifth question, simply they ask about your hobby, that what's your hobby? What do you like to do, right? Simply they ask this. So here mostly people, what they do, Sometimes even though they don't like something, they just mention just for the sake of answer. I would say mention whatever you like to do here. As you can say, yeah, mostly people say I love to play badminton. As you know, when they were little kids, they used to write in their introduction. No, this time say something which you actually love to do. Elaborate your answer. Simply say, yeah, I love to play badminton. Yeah, I love to walk in nature. Okay, or you can say anything, whatever you like. Yeah, I love to do reading, that's my hobby. Yeah, reading can be a hobby, right? If you really love to do it. Simply you can tell anything. Yeah, I love to, I love to play. Okay, I'm a sports person. Anything you can add here. Now it's your job. You are going to check what you are interested in, and I would say please write the answer of this question. If not here, okay, if not in your notebook, I would say write in the comment section of this video what's your hobby, okay, what you are interested in. It can be anything, and I would suggest try to elaborate it more and try to mention 2 to 3 answers here, that yeah, I like to do this, I love to do this, I love to spend my time here. In this way, just try to elaborate your answer. In order to make it more exciting, okay, you will not stop here, then you will ask answer. Okay, now it's your turn. You are going to ask questions. So you will say, okay, by the way, what about you? Tell me about your hobbies. In order to make it more exciting, you can ask in this way, where you can linger over. Where you can linger over. It means when you do something, you don't even care about time and you just do, you enjoy that activity. So we can ask where you can linger over. Okay, that's another way, by the way, but don't make it complicated. Simplicity is beautiful, right? But learn more ways. So simply ask, okay, and what about you? What's your hobbies, by the way? The sixth question is a kind of combo question where they can directly ask. Let's suppose they have said, hey, how are you? And would you like to introduce yourself? Simply, can you please introduce yourself? Or simply they can say introduce yourself. So whatever 5 questions I have told you, okay, you are going to tell in one go that here I live, this is my name, okay, you can say my name is Supriya or my name is Sarah, okay, I live here, okay, you can simply tell, and then you can start, I'm a working profession, okay. If you want me to make a video on introduction, just tell me, let me know. By the way, I'm really very excited to make video on it. But if they ask this question, then you are going to tell a whole combo, okay? Here I would say only 5 to 6 questions you just have to mention. What's your name? Where you live? Third, what do you do? Fourth, simply you can tell about little bit your hobbies, right? Simply you can tell. Not even 5, I would say just, 4 questions. And if you are really interested, 5th, you can tell a little bit of your hobbies, right? But if someone asks that, would you please introduce yourself? Simply just go with 4 questions and stop. Let's move for another questions. Okay, if they are not going to ask, okay, after this, because they feel kind of stuck after asking that, what's your hobby? Okay. Now it's your turn. If they are not going to ask, you are going to ask. But if they are going to answer, if they are going to ask this question, you should know the answer, right? And if they are not going to ask, so you are not going to stop your conversation here. You will move forward, right? Next question you will ask is, how many languages do you speak, by the way? Okay, so simply if they have asked this question, so you will simply answer that, yeah, by the way, I do speak my first language, okay, and that is Hindi, but I am really very excited in my second language as well. So in this way, I just speak 2 languages. First is Hindi and second which I'm working on, and that's English. So here, if you are interested, you can elaborate it more. You can even tell that, by the way, I'm really very excited to learn one more language, and that is Spanish. So in this way you can answer. Simply listen. Your job needs to be always elaborate your answer. You just have to use your vocal cord as much as you can, right? And don't stop your conversation. So simply just tell them, okay? Your first language, your second language which you're working on, and your third language which you are really very excited to learn. If you have not found that third language, I would say think. What is that third language which you are really excited to learn? Question number 8, simply they ask, where you spend your time, by the way, mostly, how do you spend your time? Okay, so you're not going to elaborate much, okay? If you are a working profession, simply you can say, yeah, 8 hours I just give to my job, and after that, simply you will tell what you do. Okay, simply I spend my time in painting. Yeah, I spend my time in sports. Yes, I spend my time in singing. Yeah, I spend my time in writing. If you don't do these beautiful healthy activities, then you can tell, yeah, mostly I spend my time on watching TV. Okay, mostly I spend my time on like doing chit chat. Okay, and if not, one very interesting thing you can mention is, yeah, mostly I spend my time in doing communication in English. Okay, and that's how you are going to give answer. And not just this, you will not stop here. Now it's your turn. Now you are going to ask, by the way, how do you spend your time? Most of the time, how you like to spend your time. Now let's move forward. Question number 9. So simply they can ask, do you know cooking? Or if they are not going to ask, then you are going to continue. Do you know cooking? Here it's totally up to you if you really want to make it close-minded or open-minded. If you just want to make it yes, no, you can simply say yes, or you can say simply no, right? But I would say try to elaborate it little bit. Yeah, I can cook little bit. It's kind of survival cooking, right? I can make tea, I can make coffee. Okay, in this way, whatever you know, you can just tell. You're not going to tell the whole recipe here, but little bit you can tell what you know. Okay, or if you want to just end up like this, that yeah, little bit, then that's totally up to you. But I would say little bit elaborate it more. Okay, that yeah, I can make tea, I can cook this, I can cook that. Okay, whatever you can tell. Then don't stop. Now ask, by the way, what about you? Do you know cooking? Now the 10th question and the last question of this first part can be, people mostly ask, do you read? Do you love reading? Do you like reading? Simply you can answer whether yes or no, but I would not suggest that only say yes or no, little bit elaborate it. Yeah, I am not a reader, by the way, but sometimes, or secondly, yeah, you know, reading is kind of boring job for me, so I don't read. Okay, and third thing is, yeah, I tried many times, but I am not able to read. Can you please suggest me something? Okay. Fourth way is, yeah, I do read books. I just love to read books. Okay. If you really want to elaborate it more, you can tell your genre. Okay, your genre is what? Whatever your taste is, what kind of books you read. You read like personal development, or what kind of books you read. Okay, politics. You can even mention your genre if you are interested, right? If not, then just continue, pass this question. By the way, what about you? Do you read books? Listen, so not just these, I have lot more questions. Okay, I would love to provide these questions in another video. Okay, but for now we are moving forward the next set, second part we can say. So after completing this, now you can move for intermediate level. Okay, so you're going to have conversation at intermediate level. So here the question would be little open-minded, that you are not going to say yes, no, or you're not going to give answer in like 1-2 words. Here you have to elaborate your answers. Okay, listen, this video will go so long if I'm going to cover all the questions in this video. Let's do one thing, more questions I would be putting, you know, further in another video. It is going to become really so long, so let me put more questions in the next video. All right, so come there, I'm just going to upload. Okay, bye bye.